NBA players make millions on the court, but for some, that massive fortune completely vanishes the exact second they step away from the game. Life after basketball has led to millions of dollars in debt, repossessed yachts, and NBA legends standing in front of a judge admitting they are flat broke. These are the superstars who blew through their generational wealth and lost it all almost overnight. 1. Antoine Walker. Antoine Walker was an absolute force in basketball, winning an NCAA national championship at Kentucky, making 3 All-Star appearances with the Boston Celtics, and capturing an NBA championship ring with the Miami Heat in 2006. Over his 13-year career, Walker pulled in more than $108 million in salary alone, but within 2 years of his exit from the league, his entire net worth hit absolute zero. His financial downfall was fueled by an overly aggressive, expensive lifestyle. He routinely maintained an entourage of up to 70 family members and childhood friends, buying them luxury sports cars, funding elaborate global vacations, and handing out massive cash allowances. On top of that, Walker developed a dangerous high-stakes gambling habit in Las Vegas, eventually racking up nearly $900,000 in casino debts that culminated in felony criminal charges for passing bad checks. However, the definitive death blow to Walker's fortune came from his real estate investment firm, Walker Ventures. He poured millions into multi-family housing developments across Chicago, guaranteeing several massive bank loans personally. When the 2008, the global housing market crashed, the investments tanked instantly, and the banks targeted his personal wealth to cover the defaults. By May 2010, Walker was forced to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy protection, listing $12.7 million in liabilities against just $4.3 million in assets. The liquidation process stripped him of everything, including his prized 2006 championship ring, which was sold off for a mere $6,000. He successfully fought his way out of debt by 2013 and now works actively as a financial consultant, mentoring league rookies on wealth preservation. 2. Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson stands as one of the most culturally significant and electrifying icons in sports history, a league MVP who single-handedly carried the Philadelphia 76ers to the 2001 NBA Finals and amassed over $154 million in team salary, alongside tens of millions in corporate endorsements. Unfortunately, a perfect storm of uncontrolled spending, an unmanageable number of dependents, and heavy gambling tore his vast empire apart. Iverson traveled everywhere with a 50-person crew, paying out of pocket for first-class flights, premium hotel suites, and custom diamond jewelry for his circle. He was so detached from his finances that he would regularly park luxury vehicles at airports, completely forget where he left them, and simply buy a brand new car to avoid the hassle of looking. The financial bleeding came to a head during a highly publicized 2012 legal battle over an unpaid $860,000 jewelry bill in Atlanta, where Iverson famously shouted at the judge that he did not even have enough money left to buy a cheeseburger. Bank records presented during the case revealed that despite having a dry bank account, he was burning through an astronomical $360,000 every single month, with a large chunk automatically diverted to creditors and domestic support obligations. His ultimate saving grace was a stroke of genius embedded in his lifetime endorsement contract with Reebok, which his management team secured back in 2001. The contract pays him an $800,000 annual stipend for life and establishes a hidden $32 million trust fund that he cannot legally touch until his 55th birthday. This safety net will protect his future, even though his playing career was totally wiped clean. 3. Kenny Anderson. Kenny Anderson was a legendary New York playground prodigy who turned into an elite NBA point guard, spending 14 high-level seasons directing offenses for franchises like the New Jersey Nets and Boston Celtics, while accumulating a massive $63 million fortune. Yet the very moment his final professional basketball contract expired, Anderson found himself completely bankrupt, ruined by a chaotic personal life and devastating lifestyle inflation. His primary financial drain was not a collection of bad corporate investments, but rather an ongoing cycle of high-priced divorce settlements and monthly child support payouts. Anderson fathered 8 children with 5 different women over the course of his career, resulting in staggering, mandatory court-ordered financial obligations that quickly outpaced his lack of income. While the court fees drained his accounts, his personal spending habits choked whatever capital remained. Anderson maintained a massive multi-million-dollar estate that cost an astonishing $10,000 a month just in standard upkeep, garage space, and utility bills. He also purchased a revolving fleet of 8 high-end sports cars and gave his closest friends thousands of dollars in monthly cash allowances to keep up appearances. By 2005, the crushing weight of these expenses crossed the financial breaking point, forcing Anderson to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy protection. Federal courts seized his remaining real estate, liquidated his vehicles, and left his bank accounts empty. Left with nothing, Anderson completely reinvented his life by returning to college, finishing his degree, and working as a high school basketball coach to earn a regular living. 4. Latrell Sprewell. Latrell Sprewell was an absolute powerhouse on the basketball court, earning 4 All-Star selections and pulling in nearly $100 million in career earnings while playing for the Golden State Warriors, New York Knicks, and Minnesota Timberwolves. His financial downfall became one of the most public spectacles in sports history due to an act of extreme pride. During the 2004-05 season, the Minnesota Timberwolves offered Sprewell a highly competitive 3-year, $21 million contract extension. Sprewell publicly insulted the front office and the media by rejecting the deal, stating, "I have a family to feed." He never signed another significant professional contract, and his multi-million-dollar income stream dried up instantly. Without a massive team salary, Sprewell's ultra-luxury habits caught up to him with terrifying speed. He had previously purchased a massive, custom 70-foot Italian yacht named Milwaukee's Best, which carried a steep mortgage and required thousands of dollars in monthly maintenance and insurance fees. By 2007, he defaulted on the boat loans, prompting federal marshals to seize the vessel and sell it at an auction to pay off a $1.3 million debt. The financial dominoes continued to fall as his primary mansions in both Milwaukee and Westchester County, New York, quickly fell into foreclosure. To make matters worse, the state of Wisconsin officially flagged him on its public website as one of its top individual tax delinquents for owing hundreds of thousands in back taxes. Sprewell's story remains a shocking cautionary tale of how quickly a sports empire can collapse when pride overrides basic financial planning. 5. Eddie Curry. Eddie Curry was a dominant center drafted straight out of high school who signed a massive 6-year, $60 million contract with the New York Knicks, eventually clearing well over $70 million in career earnings. Despite his imposing presence and generational wealth, Curry faced financial devastation due to a toxic mixture of extreme family dependency and predatory lending. He functioned as the primary financial engine for a massive circle of extended relatives and acquaintances, reportedly paying the monthly rent, car notes, insurance, and daily living expenses for up to 15 different households simultaneously. This included a personal private chef costing $6,000 a month and an additional $40,000 a month just to cover a massive mortgage on an Illinois mansion. When his immediate cash flow began to dry up due to these heavy obligations, Curry made a catastrophic mistake. In 2008, he took out a $570,000 personal loan from a high-interest lending firm called All-Star Capital. The interest rate on the loan was an astronomical 84.36% per year, which jumped to 89.36% upon default. Curry missed payments, and a court judgment quickly ballooned the debt to over $1.2 million. By 2009, a judge ordered his professional salary to be directly garnished, pulling over $103,000 out of every single paycheck to satisfy his creditors. His mansion hit foreclosure, and he was forced to auction off personal items just to stay afloat. The money in professional basketball feels infinite while the lights are bright, but as these stars proved, even the biggest fortunes can hit zero without a plan. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Which player's downfall surprised you the most? Before you head out, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss our next breakdown.